BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? All right, so you read that right. Free from the Philly court system. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Basically, I'm really a lot of this shit I be prognosticating well before it happened. So, all right, so basically the thing happened that I already told y'all was gonna happen. The government, and when I say the government, I mean the Philly government. I don't mean the United States of America, but the Philly judicial system have been trying to get, what's her name? Bernice? No, her name ain't. I'm thinking of Bernice. I'm thinking of the Instagram chick right now, so pardon me. But they've been trying to get Genovese. Forget her name. Anyway, that lawyer, that judge, they've been trying to get that judge off that case for some time now. They didn't want to have to keep dealing with this Meek Mill situation. She didn't want to let Meek Mill go. So that was an issue. I told y'all this. I also told y'all they were going to try to have her removed. And upon them having her removed, what they was going to do is they was going to drop charges. I told y'all this. So basically, the only charge they did not drop was the gun charge. Because what is being said is, Meek isn't saying he didn't have the gun. Well, Meek is saying that he never pointed the gun at officers. So all the other charges were dropped except for that one. Which then also brings into account that there's a good chance that there was police brutality involved. Because their argument to why they beat him the way that they beat him was because he pulled the gun on them and threatened to shoot somebody. That's basically what the argument is. So basically the same shit I told y'all was gonna happen. Except for I thought they was gonna drop the gun charge also. They didn't. They made him eat that. He had to plead guilty. After pleading guilty, then all other charges was dropped. He got time served or whatever the case is. He doesn't have to deal with that court system no more. Now, one of the things that the judge did say was, the judge did make it a point that he wanted Meek Mill to keep doing some of the things that he's currently doing to help the community, the money that he's putting into the community, the advocacy work that he's been doing. These motherfuckers really stuck all the way over and ran into me. These niggas retarded. The advocacy work and everything else, they want Meek Mill to stay on top of that. That's a fact. Gun charge is a misdemeanor. Yes, sir. Gun charge is a misdemeanor. Or whatever the case was. But remember, him having a gun on him and him pulling the gun out on officer, you know, that's two different things. One is a threatening, menacing motion. You know, it could even be seen as some kind of attempted something, while the other one is just possession. So there's a big difference between the two things. You feel me? So right now, Meek is off, but I already told y'all that was going to happen. They also said that the court also acknowledged that for the reasons why Meek Mills was getting violated, he should not have been getting violated. They also acknowledged that those was minor offenses that Meek Mills was getting violated over, basically saying that judge was abusing that judge's authority. So also for everybody that don't know, for her position, you got to get elected. Literally, you got to get elected for the position that particular judge has. You have to get elected. So she has to run again. You know, when her time or whatever's up, she got to run again in order to be a judge again. 10 years, it is what it is, but this isn't something that her contemporaries is going to forget. This isn't something that anybody that's going to be running against her is going to forget. You know, she might have a really good career as something other than a judge, but as a judge in the city of Philly, it might be over for her, especially when you have people that you work side by side with basically spelling out that you're abusing your authority. Like, what people don't understand is the winner of the war writes the history. All right. So whenever we out there doing foolery to somebody, take that into consideration. The winner of the war writes the history. So basically, the people who are backing Meek, they're the ones that's gonna be writing the telling this story, not her. It was obvious. She violated him for wanted to violate him, or did violate him for popping a willie. Another instance, he was breaking up a fight. Like, these are not reasons why somebody should get violated on their probation. You shouldn't be breaking up a fight and get violated. You shouldn't be popping a willie on a motorcycle and get sent to jail. That's crazy. That's crazy. So that's what happened. I wanted to come here, talk about Yachi real quick. I'm gonna start up another live. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna start another one up. We're gonna talk about something else. But I wanted to come in here and talk about that real quick. Let everybody know about the Meek situation. I haven't heard about it. Meek Mill free. The court actually acknowledged that the judge was wrong, advocating for fair treatment. I think that's a big step in everybody receiving fair treatment. Also, the entirety of the woke cast with the original Bloods from 9-3, from the early 90s, the original Bloods, the entire woke cast has been edited. I don't want to get demonetized, so I got to run it past YouTube first. So expect to see the video in a day or two. The entire video has been edited. Expect to see it in a day or two. I'm going to run it past YouTube to make sure I don't have monetization issues. Other than that, I love y'all. Be back in like 2 seconds. I just don't want to, I'm talking about something else next, so I don't want to get the two topics clashing. I'm out.